Why has Real Madrid not won any trophy in the last 2 years? We got homework to do, all right? We need to investigate. Look, Real Madrid's potential 2 year trophy drought, and it's not potential, it is a drought, is driven by the loss of Madrid control after Toni Kroos's retirement, reliance on individual brilliance over team structure, and instability under management Alvaro Arbeloa, injuries, intense competition, and failure to replace key players resulted in a lack of cohesion. Now, they do have Arda Guler, but the thing about Arda Guler, he's not as consistent as somebody like Toni Kroos. He's not there yet. He's like, trust me, he's a brilliant player. He should stay around Madrid, keep developing, and he will reach that level. I see it. He's insanely good. He's just not there yet. He's still a kid that a whole team cannot just rely on him, right? Like, let's look at this midfield restructuring issues. The retirement of Toni Kroos left a void in controlling the pace of the game with new talents like Jude Bellingham and Arda Guler, while skilled, not providing the same level of consistency. Now, take a look at this interesting stat of Toni Kroos, right? Look at this. Toni Kroos and Luka Modric consistently maintained an elite passing accuracy at Real Madrid, often operating above a 90 to 94% in La Liga and Champions League matches. Toni Kroos frequently boasted over 93% across his seasons, with long-term data indicating only 1,416 failed passes out of 22,088 attempts, showcasing exceptional reliability in deep line playmaker. Like, this stat is insane. Look at it. Look at this. A little bit more. Overall average maintained a 93.1% passing accuracy over 7 seasons at Real Madrid. Dude, this guy was insane. Finished 90 plus percent accuracy in 6 straight seasons. He never dropped below a 92% pass accuracy in the Champions League. Like, you have to understand, this 1 to 2% difference is what makes everything happen, bro. Like, that's an assist, that's a key pass that can go towards a goal. Look, high volume reliability, achieved 94.98 passing accuracy in La Liga. Crazy. Now let's look at Real Madrid's passing stats for this season. Antonio Rudiger is a key distributor, averaging 64.38 completed passages per match. Other top passers include Raul Asensio, Eder Militao, and Jude Bellingham, with Asensio maintaining an accuracy at 94.8. Most passes per game is done by Antonio Rudiger. Okay, now another stat. The highest passing accuracy is to Raul Asensio. Dude, come on. Your highest passing accuracy has to be the guy that's doing all the assists, all the playmaking passes. And you're telling me it's Raul Asensio? It has to be the guy like Jude Bellingham. I understand he got injured, but it has to be a guy like Arda Güler. Although he's not there yet, he's still young. We got to give him a little bit of time. Now, your most progressive passes, also Raul Asensio. Your high pass volume, Arda Güler. So you're telling me that Real Madrid's high passing, their best accuracy passers are the defenders and not the midfielders? That's bad, bro. That's bad. You need your midfielders to be at that level of 94. It's good for the defense. Don't get me wrong. That's great. That means they're not doing silly passes or passes that are like led to mistakes, because if they're maintaining a 94% accuracy pass, that's really good for defense. So Real Madrid's defense on passing stats, great. Midfield, not so good. So if we were to build Real Madrid's midfield with high passing accuracy, this is what we get. We get players like Alexander Pavlovic from Bayern Munich with a 95.1 in the Bundesliga. We got Frankie de Jong, which he wouldn't go to Real Madrid. He's a Barcelona player with 94.2 in La Liga. We got Vitinha, a PSG player with 94.1. We got Alex Garcia, a Bayer Leverkusen. Now this player, Alex Garcia, could go to Real Madrid. He has a 93.6. Pierre-Emerick Højbjerg, that's crazy. That's my boy Pierre. He's got 93.3. He's playing in Marseille. We got Joshua Kimmich, a Bayern player. He wouldn't go to Real Madrid, but he has a 92.5 passing accuracy. And we got Curtis Jones from Liverpool. He, I think, could go to Real Madrid. He is a Liverpool player with 94.1 in the Premier League. Let's look at this Alex Garcia. Alex Garcia. Interesting. How old is this player? He is a Spanish player. He's 28. He could go to Real Madrid, but I wouldn't bet on it because he is 28. And Real Madrid, preferably, would like their younger players. Honestly, at this point, you have players like Jude Bellingham, Arda Güler, Camavinga, Chouameni. You have to rely more on your Jude Bellingham and Arda Güler type of player. They need to step up their passing accuracy. They have to. You can't just rely your passing accuracy to just be on Antonio Rudiger and Raul Asensio, your two center backs. That cannot happen. Now let's look at a young player Real Madrid would like to go for, and he is technically a Real Madrid player, although Real Madrid will have to buy him back. Nico Paz, playing in Como, the Serie A team. He is 6'1". He has the number 10 shirt, a Luka Modric type of number. He's 21. He's young, left-footed. Left-footed. Come on. He has 12 goals, 6 assists, 31 starts, and an average rating of 7.68. He has 5 yellow cards. He's barely in trouble. And look at this interesting stat that I see here against Inter Milan. He averaged basically an 8.35 rating against them. That is basically the best team that he's going up against, and he's putting up those numbers. Not only that, he scored against Inter and he provided an assist against Inter. So that's proof right there that he can perform against big clubs. Now let's look at his passing. He has 6 assists, like I said. He has a 4.03 expected assist. Successful passes, 1,000 of them. Successful passing accuracy, 82.6. Now that is scary, but I'm thinking it's that low because he's more of a risk taker. He wants to get more assists. But the drawback is his passing accuracy tanks. That's somewhere where Nico Paz has to work on. Let's say Real Madrid do buy him back, because there's rumors that he will go back to Real Madrid. They're looking into it. He would have to work on that for sure. Accurate long balls, 28. He's on a 50% accuracy with that. That's something he would definitely have to work on. Toni Kroos is known for his long through balls and accurate long through balls, okay? Chances created, 48. Big chances created, 11. Successful crosses, 13. Successful crosses, a 22. Yikes. He needs to work on that. Now look at these other green. Everything, a lot of green, even in defending. That is insane. That is insane. This defensive contributions, 126. So he's a player that he's defending well. He's winning the ball back, and he's providing risky passes, but he's more of a high risk, high reward. But I want him to work on that high risk. And he's very good at shooting. This is a player Real Madrid needs to develop at home. So it's a big issue that Real Madrid have to deal with. They have to improve their midfield. I think that is where they need to work on, because Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. just can't keep providing for themselves. They're forwards, they're attackers, they want to score. Their last link on play, I think, has to be from the midfield. Because if they're not working it out, it has to come from them. It just has to. So I think a player like Nico Paz, he's young. He should develop in La Liga. He's done a year or two in Como. He needs to come back. He should work with Bellingham, Arda Güler. Like, come on, you guys have the recipe for success. And 2 years without a trophy, that's not Real Madrid. I'm expecting this third year for them to come back with vengeance, with a new manager, and for them to win a treble. They have to win a treble. That's the only way for Real Madrid to be Real Madrid in order to answer back.